Hi everyone, hypnotherapist Jessica L. Hansen in Wilmer, Minnesota. Today's video is, I like to call it the Inner Advisory Committee or Inner Advisory Circle. It goes by many names in the hypnosis community, but you don't need the history on that right now. So we'll just call it the Inner Advisory Circle today. So the idea behind it is anytime you're struggling with anything really, positive or negative, or making a decision and it's just you and you'd like a little insight but you're not sure who to ask, what you can do is use your own self-hypnosis skills. Put yourself in a light state of trance. You don't have to go very deep at all. You can even do it with your eyes open and choose a space. It can be the very living room you're sitting in. It can be a beautiful place outdoors. It can also be a conference room setting with many chairs and a very large table. That's up to you. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. And then what you do next is start inviting people that you think would have good input. And if you're not sure who to invite for insight and input or words of wisdom into your inner advisory circle, then just see who appears. Sometimes as you wait, if you imagine a door to that room or to that space, people will just start showing up and you will find that it's the right people with the words that you need to hear. And then you just go around the circle, you thank each person for being there, and you ask them what they're bringing to you today for that specific purpose, a specific question or quandary, whatever it is you're asking. Some people find it quite enlightening to do. I know several hypnotherapists who do it for themselves. Even before they have a regular business meeting, they'll have an internal business meeting and they'll just sit down and say, check in with themselves, the various parts of themselves, and say, how is this working with the wife side of me and the mother and the bowling league or whatever it is, and just check in with themselves mentally, physically, and emotionally before they actually have a physical business meeting with anyone else on their business team. So the possibilities with it are endless. And my purpose for making this video is I've used this technique with several clients, and sometimes we just like a little reminder. So this is the reminder. It's going to be kind of quick, but you can draw it out however long you need. So if you'd like to play along, close your eyes, get comfortable. And in the space you're in now, I wonder if you could imagine a few chairs or pillows on the floor, or some beautiful lawn chairs outside. Kind of a half semicircle or circle, whatever is right for you is just fine. And I know that you're listening to this because you have a question or a concern, or just something you would like some more insight to. And I wonder if you could pose that question in your mind, and you could pose it to this empty circle for now, and allow God or the universe to begin to bring you some people with insights. Perhaps you notice off in the distance, or you hear a knock on the door, someone coming to join your circle, to offer advice, insight, or ideas. And if you hear that knock on the door in your mind, or you can see that person walking toward you in your mind to your circle, joining you as if invited by you personally, wave to them, invite them in, open that door. Welcome them, give them a hug. Show them to a seat, a place to sit and rest. And then you may notice more people coming. They may come in groups of 3 or 2. Perhaps they arrive one at a time. However they arrive is just fine. But greet each person personally who shows up. And some people are even amazed to discover that their very own cat or dog shows up for the meeting and takes a seat as well. And that is fine. There's no right or wrong. This is your question in your meeting, and these will be your answers. And there are also some people who invite a enemy or someone they're not very good friends with for extra ideas, for just that opposite input. And sometimes it completely fascinates what they bring to the question, to the table for you. So don't be afraid of whoever shows up. It may be a movie star, an actress, an athlete. It may be a great-great-grandfather. It may be an old Civil War battle battalion or a World War I flying ace. You never know who's going to show up. And let them all arrive. And when all of the chairs or spaces that you have provided for these people to come and bring you wisdom, to listen to your question, to help you, when all of those spaces are full for now, you can begin by looking at each one around the space, around the room, and thanking them as a group for coming. And then getting to your point and asking your question or your concern. Laying it on the table. If you wish, you can imagine handing out a packet of papers with all of the information in, like you would receive in a formal meeting, or you can just pose the question. And pose the question and allow a moment and ask who would like to speak first. And if no one is ready yet, you may begin to go around the circle and ask each person, even the dog or the cat, what they offer in one word. You may find that some are there to offer you support. Some are there to offer criticism. Some are there to keep you balanced or grounded. And others are there just because they want to be. Some are there to remind you of happiness or health. If you don't ask, you don't know. So it's okay to ask each person what they're bringing, where their insight, where their background is coming from as they answer and respond to you. And once again, pose your question to the group or your quandary. And as that first person makes a motion to speak, focus all of your attention on their words. Hearing their voice. They may offer one word, or they may offer a sentence, or go on for several moments. However they reply, listen attentively and take notes in your mind. And when they've completed speaking, thank them for their insight, thank them for sharing, and then allow the next person to share. Now taking all the time you need in trance time today, because we know in the mind anything is possible. We can speed up time, we can slow down time, we can pause time in the mind. Take a few moments and go around the circle, and perhaps not everyone wants to speak or share, but allow each one to share what they have brought for you, whether a single word or phrase. Thanking each one for what they're sharing. And moving to the next person. And now that everyone has shared, thank the group for coming today, for attending your meeting. Take all of these things into consideration, all of your notes, all these insights, and perhaps they may not be ground-shaking, earth-shattering for you, but perhaps it's just something you needed to hear, like, it's okay. It's going to work out. Wait. You never really know what the answers will be. There is no right or wrong. And then you can adjourn the meeting and bring yourself back to the room, to the space you're sitting in, feeling the position of your body where you're sitting. And when you're ready, taking that beautiful deep breath in and opening your eyes, refreshed, relaxed, and aware, and more enlightened. So I hope you enjoyed that quick, and it was a very quick little version of the inner advisory circle. And the more you play with this, the easier it becomes, and the more you'll enjoy it. And you can even do it just to remember funny things. But the more you allow yourself to really embrace the process, the more amazing some of the answers come. And you never know who's going to show up at your meeting. That's the fun part. The possibilities are endless. So I hope you enjoy this, your inner advisory circle, and have fun. If you have any questions, give me a call if you want a longer session in the office in person, but I think you can do it on your own pretty well. But until next time, thanks for playing. Bye.